In other words,
Let's ask Monokuma if there's a problem with you escaping. What, you wanted to be killed at the end, don't you, girl, bro? Wait, that's... Yeah, I don't want to die, girl, what? But Makoto's supposed to be dead. What's he doing here? So now I gotta punish you again. And this time, I won't leave anything to chance. Oh, shit. Kyoko, help me, girl, please. Do whatever you feel. Wow. Wow. Just like that, huh? What's up, y'all, and welcome back to Danganronpa Trigger Happy Havoc. Sorry. Oh man, y'all. Last episode was crazy. Crazy! That last trial, that shit was rigged, y'all. I'm telling you right now. How the hell was Makoto almost executed, bros? Huh? That shit don't make no sense, y'all. I think Monokuma just wanted someone killed, to be honest. He didn't give a shit. I probably think he most likely wanted Kyoko killed because she probably stirred up a lot of problems for him, so he like wanted her out of the way. But I guess Makoto, as the ultimate lucky student, got the blame instead, huh?
Bruh.
Lucky ass. Nah, but you know what? He did survive though, so I guess he is kind of lucky after all. I mean, his talent has got to be good for something, right? You know what? Anyway, right now we're in like the middle of a garbage pit. That shit is some bullshit. So you know what? We're gonna get the hell out of there. That's all I'm saying for now. Agreed? Good. Let's go. I kind of messed that one up. Okay, let me try it again. Let's go. All right. Yeah, we're right back where we started in this big ass garbage thing. Yeah, I didn't think it would be that easy anyway, bro. It's locked. Yeah, you don't gotta try any more time, bro. You think it will work on the second try, bitch? Nah, son. Getting out of here isn't gonna be that easy. Nah, but we didn't expect that anyway. So you know what? We won a challenge. Well, if I'm not getting out of here anytime soon, what? You just don't get... I decided to look around for some food, bro. You're in the middle of a garbage pit. What the hell are you doing? You want to get sick, bitch? I guess you're gonna die after all, huh? Bruh. There's plenty of food here, but it's all rotten. Well, obviously, that was pointless too. Next, I searched for some water. How can I be sure which liquids I can drink and which ones are an all-around bad idea? You know what, bro? I would just sit tight for a moment. You know what? Kyoko does have that key that goes to every part of the school, right? Maybe she didn't get down here too. You know what? I would have just sitting tight for now. I don't want to drink some pee shit, bro. Hell nah. I feel like I'm blocked in on all sides. Yeah, man, you pretty much are. But that's still not enough reason to give up. Because I'm still alive. As long as I'm alive, I'll never give up. Good. After making that proud declaration, the next thing I decided to do was just chill. Well, you know what? That's not a bad idea. I think, yeah. Get that sleep, homie. You need that. You've been through a lot. That was my only way to preserve what little strength I had left after not being able to eat or drink. I can't be sure, but I think that at least a full day had to pass. What, really? Bro, damn. And all I did was sleep and sleep. Yeah, it's not like you can do a whole lot of other things down there, bro. I would not swim in that shit. That's for damn certain, bro. It was like I was waiting for some kind of sign to come falling out of the sky. However, what fell from the sky wasn't a sign. Not exactly. Then what? What the? The strange sound pierced my sound is elation, jarring me awake. Oh, as I watched, the pile of garbage jostled and formed an odd shape. Did something fall down over there? Something fell from up above. I mean, that looks like garbage to me. Don't tell me everyone is inside one each. What could it have been? Huh, they came to save me, maybe? Did a giant piece of trash just fall down here? I carefully stretched my hand out toward whatever it was that had tumbled down here with me.
Just a second.
Kyoko? You here, girl? Before she even emerged from the pile of garbage, I knew who it was. Yeah, me too, bro. Yo, you know what? If you actually did that for me, girl, you're forgiven. I forget all of what happened in the last episode, girl. You even got noodles on there. Damn,
awful.
Girl. Yeah, I mean, you definitely got some... You know, that basically looks like you got a jellyfish or something on your head, girl. Get that shit off you, girl. Kyoko?
Indeed.
You look like you're doing better than I expected. I mean, I've just been sleeping, girl. I've just been chilling. What are you doing here, girl?
So...
Isn't it obvious? I'm here to help you. Yeah, you know what? Thank you, girl. You know what? I was mistaken. I shouldn't have talked shit about you like I did last time. You're my friend. I appreciate that. I'm glad to hear that, Kyoko. You got a bit of garbage in you here. Yeah, look at her. She gave her head a quick sharp shake to get rid of the trash, then faced me again.
Hey.
Oof. Aw. First, I have something for you. Go ahead and eat it. We can talk once you're finished. Oh, you know what? She's a good friend, y'all. I cannot state that enough. She is smart, but like, she didn't have to take this chance. But still, she's doing it just for me. I appreciate that. I just feel so bad for talking shit about her, I guess. Thank you. I snatched the bread and water that she was holding out for me. Within seconds, it was in my mouth and making its way towards my stomach. Whew, that really hit the spot. Now I got all the energy I need to keep going. So you still haven't given up then? Of course, girl. What the hell do you expect? One day in the garbage bin isn't enough to put me down. After all, the fact that I can't keep going forward is about all I'm good at. Well, that's not such a bad thing to be good at. True that. Alright, Kyoko. What you gonna say, though? But Kyoko, why'd she come to rescue me?
So...
To pay a debt or... No, to atone. Yeah, she probably felt bad about that last trial, too. Yeah, she literally sent me to my death.
You...
During the trial, even though you knew I was lying, you didn't say anything. So, you knew that I knew.
Indeed.
But even though I knew, I did nothing to help you. I mean... What the hell were you gonna do? The only way you could have helped me was by exposing yourself, girl. Like, one of us was gonna go through that crusher anyway. And we all know what would have happened if you went through that one. Yeah, we're not talking about that. I abandoned you. Don't say that. You didn't abandon me. I mean... No, that's exactly what I did. I abandoned you in order to save my own life. Honestly though, Kyoko is smarter than Makoto, and she can probably fight back harder against the mastermind, I mean, so, you know... It is kind of f***ed up, but I get it. You were trying to save me, and I couldn't bring myself to do the same for you.
However...
But listen, not that I'm trying to make these excuses, but I mean, you could sacrifice yourself for me in the future, though. Not that I want that to happen, but you know, there was a reason that I had to survive, no matter the cost. What was that? Why did you have to survive? Because she's so damn smart.
It's true.
I'll tell you everything. The reason I have to survive
In other words...
is so that I can do what I came to this school to do. And what is that? You came from the outside? You're not a regular student? What? I made up my mind to come to Hope's Peak Academy for one very important reason. What was that?
Indeed.
That's right, at least I did once. Once? Until recently, I'd forgotten what it was. Yeah, because of that Nimshi shit, yeah, you forgot it. But that's... I had no memory of what my purpose was. No memory? That's impossible. Amnesia? I guess. Then, is it really true? You lost your memory?
Makoto.
Do you remember, Makoto? Do you remember the first thing that happened to each of us as soon as we arrived at this school? Yeah, we just fell down like we were high or something, bro. I swear to God, I did not eat any mushrooms before I came here. I promise. I'm not like Hero, okay? You're talking about when we fainted, right? I fainted, and when I woke up, I was trapped here.
That's right.
I fainted too. And when I woke up, I noticed a strange feeling of separation within myself. A disconnect.
It would seem...
Thinking back on it now, at that point, my memory was gone. At that time, I'd forgotten. I couldn't remember why I'd come to this school, and I couldn't remember what my ultimate ability was. What would make you forget all that?
Hey.
Strange, isn't it? It's hard to imagine it happened by chance. It seems too much too convenient. Are you saying you think you lost your memory because...
Indeed.
I don't think. I'm positive it was the work of the mastermind. They stole my memory. Ooh. So you're basically saying that she's such a big threat to the mastermind that he had to do all that just to have a chance? Bro, damn. Yo, Kyoko is a damn unit by herself, yo. What? Ha! You know what? I'm glad to have you on our team, Kyoko. You know what? I don't think you're the mastermind anymore, actually. I don't think you are. I might be looking like an idiot by saying that, but I don't care. I don't care. There's only one reason I can come up with. Because of my purpose and my ability. Somehow, they would interfere with the mastermind's plans. So the mastermind just stole them from you?
However...
And it could also mean... Somehow, my memories may be connected to the mystery of this school. And the mastermind. Oh shit. So you may be actually connected or related to the mastermind somehow still. Questions, huh? That pretty much sums up the whole Danganronpa game to me, which is why I have to get them back. That's why I've been investigating things by myself this whole time. But if what you say is true, why didn't you ask the rest of us to help you?
Why is that?
If I did that, and we all worked as one, the mastermind would have noticed right away. Plus, you know what, that's fair, I guess. I mean, half the students here are stupid as so I totally get that. There's always the chance that the mastermind is actually one of us. Ooh. I thought it was you though, Kyoko. I thought it was you. What? Yo, what if it is Makoto though and I just forgotten too? Bro, that would have been a crazy plot twist, y'all.
Correct.
Well, don't make too big of a deal of it. It's just a possibility. But since it is a possibility, we can't ignore it, right? The mastermind, one of us. But I mean, if it's not Kyoko or me, out of the rest of them, I have no idea who it could be, honestly. I feel like Byakuya is the only smart one aside from us, but like, I feel like he's at the same time too obvious. And the other three, I mean, then it would have to be like some kind of situation where they actually play dumb in order to, you know, go under the radar. So maybe it's like, no, you know what? I'm not sure. I don't think they give Fate being that stupid though. I'm sorry. I guess Hina is the only possibility, but she got really sad when Sakura died, so I don't think it's her either, y'all. If she believed that, then of course she couldn't trust anyone around her. In which case, it only makes sense that she will look into her missing memory by herself.
However,
that being said, there was a limit to what I could do by myself, which is why I asked you to help me. But why me? Because among everyone, you were least likely to be the mastermind. That was just intuition, but I see. Your intuition was right though. There's no way an ordinary kid like me could have been the mastermind.
I
What?
understand.
What?
I should understand everything.
Wait, this is that dream shit again you got when you had that fever and everything,
The
bro.
goal isn't to get out of here. It's to stay here.
Why though? Huh? It's just like the dream I had before, but why did that just happen?
listen.
Are you okay? Oh yeah, it's nothing. It is nothing, right?
Hey,
I'm not so sure, bro. You should have told Kyoko about this, bro. But like usually, you don't tell her shit, bro. Come on, bro. I think we're at the end of the game here. You gotta start talking to each other, you know? Damn. Even now, I still trust you, you know? It's just, I'm not used to relying on others. You know what? That's fair, girl. You did strike me as that lone wolf kind of type from the beginning anyway.
correct.
I didn't take it personally. I think. Okay, in the beginning I kind of did, but you know what? It's all water under the bridge, right? Yeah. We forget that. I know I never asked you for help the right way, so I understand if you're not convinced. Honestly, I was convinced. Okay then, no problem. I think that's just her personality. Yeah, true enough. You said you had a reason for doing all that investigating on your own. So how'd that turn out? Were you able to remember anything?
So,
I think there's still a lot I don't remember, but at the very least, I was finally able to recall my purpose and my ability. Really? You mentioned your ability. My ability, what everyone should have known me for. I'm the ultimate detective. Yeah. Wow. Big shocker, huh? Everyone could have guessed that, Kyoko. You're smart as hell when it comes to that investigating shit. Come on. I did call you the ultimate investigator or something, so, you know, I wasn't that far off. Come on. Yeah, the ultimate detective?
correct.
Correct. And the reason I came to Hope's Peak Academy, there was someone I had to find here in the school. Really? You had to find someone? Who?
So,
Well, it was the headmaster of Hope's Peak Academy. You know what? That's what I'm saying, y'all. Every time he's been mentioned, she always got so stressed, bro. There's a reason for that. But why though? What the hell did you have to find the headmaster? Huh? The headmaster? Why did you want to find the headmaster? Because he's my... What? We're getting plot twist after plot twist right now, y'all. What? Yo, this ain't Star Wars, girl. Relax. What?
in other words,
I was separated from him as a child. As it turns out, he became the headmaster of Hope's Peak. Kyoko's dad. Is Hope's Peak's headmaster? Then that explains when Alter Ego told us how he thought the headmaster was involved. I'll find a way. Huh? No matter what it takes, I will find. Yeah, like I said, y'all. she was kind of acting weird whenever the headmaster came up in discussion, so I guess there was a good reason for that after all, huh?
No matter
Okay,
what.
now we know. My memory hadn't come back at that point, but when he said that, I felt strange. It makes perfect sense now, of course, since my whole purpose for coming here was to find him. So you basically just became a student just to, meet your father again? Okay, I mean, I guess there's worse reasons for becoming a student, I guess. That makes sense.
However,
But listen, Makoto, I want to make this perfectly clear, so there's no misunderstanding. I said the headmaster wasn't a mastermind, but I didn't say that to protect him. I only said what I felt based on what I'd seen when I snuck into the headmaster's room. Oh, really? Okay, that would have been kind of crazy, though, if her father was the actual Monokuma mastermind. Oh, bro. Then, what did you see in there?
so
The room had been ransacked. The shelves were a mess. The desk drawers were dumped on the floor. The only conclusion is that someone who didn't know where anything was had been in there. You mean the mastermind, right?
it's true.
That was my assumption, yes. And to confirm my suspicion, I decided to investigate the second floor of the dorms using the key I'd found. But why there? Because I also found this in the headmaster's room. Oh, what is that? The blueprints? This is some kind of map?
Indeed.
It's a layout of the entirety of Hope's Peak Academy. I found it in the headmaster's room, along with Mukuro's profile and that key. Yo, you know what? Kyoko has been carrying us so far. Yo, she's been doing business on her own, y'all. Damn! Good for you, girl. Thanks. The map showed that the second floor was home to a number of rooms meant for faculty use. Some of the staff must have had to stay overnight from time to time, and I figured the headmaster would have had some kind of private room there. I assumed that if that were true, that room would likely hold more clues, so I went to check.
Correct.
And that's when I finally remembered. I remembered that my purpose was to find the owner of that room. So we went there to see if the headmaster really did have a private room there.
However,
But once I got there, I noticed that the second floor of the dorms didn't have any cameras or monitors. Ooh, why is that though? Damn, we're getting a lot of reveals now, y'all. What? So, what was it like? That part of the school, I mean. It's hard to describe. All I can say is, the moment I saw it, I realized whatever's going on in this school is more horrific than we ever imagined. I mean, we saw that classroom full of blood and shit, so you know what? We know there's been going on a lot of shit there, yeah. Not to mention all the deaths so far, yeah, we know. What do you mean?
so
I can't explain it. You need to see it for yourself, and I'm sure you'll get your chance soon enough. It sounds like it must be important, and really ominous. Yeah. Okay, Kyoko, so what now? Huh? It has to do with Mukuro Ikusaba, doesn't it?
however,
Just to be perfectly clear, I didn't kill her. Okay, that's good at least. So, you know what? Monokuma was gonna get someone innocent killed anyway. What a bitch. Yeah, I know, but we already knew that though. And I know it wasn't you either. I know you're right, but that just means everyone but you and me had an alibi. So then who did kill her?
anyway,
That is a good question though. What I can say for sure is that the mastermind is directly involved. Oh, damn, he killed her then? And he's just trying to frame us? Bro, that's a bitch move. To begin with, the point of the class trial of Mukuro Ikusaba was to get me killed. Yeah, I had a feeling. Yeah, we know, girl. You were too smart. You became a threat to the mastermind. He wanted you out of the way.
indeed.
I stole that key and disappeared. And in retaliation, they wanted to draw me out and eliminate me.
Correct.
That was the point of the class trial. Damn, it was, and still I gotta eat it into that thing though. Damn, bro. The mastermind knew they couldn't interfere directly. You mean because of the school regulations?
That's right.
Exactly. With minimal restrictions, you are free to. Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
In other
They probably
words-
regret that rule now, huh? The mastermind is adamant about following the rules, and with that rule in place, they couldn't step in. Honestly though, at least respect to the mastermind for not breaking their own rules, I guess. I mean, they kind of did though by, doing that whole class trial, but yeah. Since they couldn't kill me themselves, they tried to use the class trial to do it. The mastermind couldn't step in because of the rules? That makes it sound like the mastermind themselves is somehow bound by the school regulations.
Hey,
What do you mean by that though, huh? There's one other thing I'd like to point out about the murder of Mukuro Ikusaba. What's that? There was a point where Mukuro may not have become the victim. It could have been you, Makoto. What? The hell is that supposed to mean, huh? I could have become the victim?
Indeed.
You know what I'm talking about, right? Do you mean... Huh? Oh, during the night? Oh, that's what you mean. Yeah, oh, you know what? That makes sense. Oh, shit. And then the mastermind would have framed Kyoko for that and said, yo, that's a... That mastermind is after us now, y'all. Damn. The footsteps of the God of Death. Huh? What? I can hear the God of Death as he moves. That ability naturally draws me into cases just like this. So you're trying to tell me you got a sixth sense for when someone is about to get killed? Yo, that ability is OP as when it comes to this game, though. Good for you.
Anyway.
Which is exactly what happened with you. I was in the dorms, and I had a sudden sense of dread. I looked down the stairwell, and I saw a white shadow cross the corridor. I gave chase right away. As I followed it, I saw the shadow go into your room. Damn, so you did save me, huh? Thank you, Kyoko. Once again, she shows me why she's the GOAT, y'all. She and Sakura and Alter Ego, the holy trinity of goats. Yeah, I ran into your room and I saw what was happening. I intervened immediately, of course. So that you fought?
However,
that wasn't the end of things, of course. I stopped them, but that led to... Damn. Whoever the masked assailant was, they ended up dead. Yeah, rest in peace, huh? Could that mean that there are several masterminds? Like, one of them went into my room to, you know, kill me, and since they failed, they got killed instead? But at the same time, that doesn't make any sense because, you know, because they did say earlier that Monokuma couldn't be controlled and the mastermind, you know, following us or, you know, keeping track of us at the same time, right? So, I don't know, y'all. Damn. Questions, huh? And their murder was disguised, and the dojo key wound up in my room. Yeah, they set you up, girl. Damn. It all has to be the work of the mastermind in an attempt to use the class route to eliminate me. Yeah. So all this would mean that whoever killed Mukuro is also the mastermind, right?
indeed.
I don't have conclusive evidence, but that's what I think. Okay. And it's probably right? That's really bad if true. It means the mastermind can kill whoever they want if they feel like it. Wait, but doesn't that create another contradiction? The mastermind wanted to use the class route to try and kill you because they couldn't interfere, right?
Correct.
You're right, that is a contradiction. Yeah, just like I said, y'all, they broke their own damn rules. And it's not just Mukuro. They needed a class route to kill me, but seemed ready to kill you in your room. Everything they did is a contradiction. So, what does it all mean?
In other words,
It means that the mastermind is the one who's been cornered. Huh? Yeah. They wouldn't have done all of this shit if they didn't feel threatened. That's true. Ooh, shit, we got you now! Yeah, we come for your ass, bitch.
Makoto.
Just a little more. A little more, and I should be able to figure out the mastermind's identity. The identity of the other ultimate despair. You trying to tell me there is two of them, then? The other ultimate despair? There's no doubt that Mukuro was the ultimate despair, and that she's dead. But I don't think the ultimate despair is just one person. Ooh, it's not? If you think about it, the ultimate despair seems to implicate whoever caused that event. You're talking about
That's right.
what happened a year ago. The biggest, most awful, most tragic event in human history. The tragedy. Whoever's responsible for that. They're the ultimate despair?
It seems
That despicable group whose only purpose and motivation comes from despair. Then they're...
indeed.
Make no mistake. They're the root of all the evil that has forced us to go through this. Okay, then we better beat their ass soon. That is the ultimate despair. So they just want to cause as much despair as possible. Got you. I'll cause despair to them then. I can give you that at least. And that is our real enemy. Chapter 5. 100-mile dash. Pain of a junk food. I still don't understand what the hell that title means, y'all. That's so weird, bro. To be continued. Okay, well, let's continue then. The ultimate despair. A group of people who crossed the tragedy 1 year ago. Nah, let me get it. Those same people put together this killing game and began broadcasting it around the world. The most desperately awful group of people ever. That is the mastermind's true identity. Hell yeah. Our enemy has finally been revealed, and we're coming for him. Right now, we have to get out of this horrible place. Figuring out the rest of the story can come after. Okay, let's do that. Yeah, you're right. Okay, so let's go then. Rattle, rattle. It's locked, but we have a way to open this door. Yeah, Kyoko has that key. Come on, Kyoko, get that key out. Kyoko, do you still have that one thing? Makoto's secret tool that you got from the headmaster room? Why you gotta be so secretive about how you say this, bro? I don't think there's any cameras here, right?
Indeed.
Of course I do. Yeah, she ain't stupid, bro. Like you. You know what? Let me stop hating. Come on, let's do this, y'all. It's an absolutely vital part of ensnaring the mastermind. I would never part with it, dude. And it can open any door in the school, right?
That's right.
That's right. Then we should be able to use it on that door, right? Hell yeah, let's go then. Hey, Kyoko, we can use that. Yeah, let's go. Stop yapping, bro.
true.
Let's find out. What if we can't? Then we die, I guess. Kyoko took out the key with a moment. Yeah, she did. And then... Sesame open. Hell yeah. Let's go.
Indeed.
And now we can get out of here. Let's go. Let's go. That sounds good, girl. Let's go. Boo, boo. I love that music, though. That song right there and that free time event song, that's my two favorite songs from this game, honestly. I mean, I've said it before, but I'm gonna say it again. This music from this game is goated. Bro, shit. The ones in the studio, they know what they were doing, bro. We were finally free. But there wasn't even time to take a breath of relief. Nah, we on that mission right now, y'all. Because the real fight had just begun. Hell yeah. Chapter... Okay, what kind of weird ass sound? Ultimate pain, ultimate suffering, ultimate despair, ultimate execution, ultimate... Oh, shit. Danganronpa. That does not sound good, though, bro. Bro, what? I hope this game will not have a bad ending, though. Come on, bro. It cannot have that, right? Maybe there will be a choice at the end. Kinda like there was in this trial, maybe. Huh. After leaving the garbage pit, we found ourselves in a tunnel extending straight up like a chimney. There was a metal ladder leading up into the tunnel. We started climbing the ladder, intent on reaching the surface. Ooh. Oh shit, look at this. The ladder was impossibly long. I couldn't even see where it ended. We climbed into darkness. The passage was so dark and cramped, I couldn't even see my own feet beneath me. What the hell are you talking about, bro? I can see your feet just fine, bro. Nah, let me stop. I know what they're trying to say. Well, it's a good thing that Makoto is going above, though, or else he could have, like... Nah, let me stop, bro. Okay, you know what? I gotta chill with that bullshit, y'all. I had no idea we were so far down. Don't lose your footing. If you slip, I won't be able to catch you. Yeah, you're gonna be dead. That would be a bullshit-ass way to die, though, bro. But now that you said that, I'm getting kind of nervous. Yeah, I don't like heights, man. I would definitely be folding in that situation, bro. Maybe talking will help keep my mind off it. So Kyoko, there's something I wanted to ask you. You said you're the ultimate detective, right? So how long have you been doing detective work? How long?
So...
Ever since I can remember. Yeah, she was in kindergarten and figured out who stole her toy, probably. I come from a long line of detectives. Detective work is in my blood. What? You almost sound like Sly Cooper right now. What the hell, girl? There was a time when being a detective was considered a sacred duty. My family's always seen it that way. Then, is your family famous?
Wrong.
Quite the opposite, actually. Even among actual detectives, many people haven't heard of us. Huh? But how come? It's like your family tradition, right? So...
Right.
Because we take pride in it. Pride?
Indeed.
A detective is neither light nor shadow. We represent neither justice nor evil. That is how we can uncover the absolute truth. Wow. You're almost getting poetic there for a second. Okay, good, cool. We stand neutral in all things. And to do that, we have to stand separate from the rest of society. Is that basically your way of trying to say that's why you're a loner? Okay, fine. Which is why we made a conscious effort to conceal our existence. A conscious effort?
It's true.
It's kind of old-fashioned, and I can't say it's entirely rational, but it's our family creed, and we do what we must to protect it. Because, like I said, it's our source of pride. Pride. So that explains. Before I came here, when I was looking up info about the school online, I never saw anything about her. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I remember this, actually. Because she hid herself on purpose to protect the pride of her family.
However...
And yet, I gave up some of that pride. Huh? In order to enter Hope's Peak, I had to reveal myself to the school. I did it knowing it was something a true Kirigiri detective would never do. Ooh, okay. But you had to do that to find your father, I guess? But the reason you gave up that pride, the reason you would go so far to enter Hope's Peak, it was because that's how much you wanted to reconnect with your dad, right? There's no shame in that. Yeah, true that. You went to get that milk, or I guess you went to get that, principal office, huh?
What?
Reconnect? I had absolutely no desire to reconnect with my father. Then why the hell did you go inside that place? And you did say you wanted to meet him, right? Huh? But you'd be reunited after all those years, right? You would have had so much to talk about.
Wrong.
There's nothing I want to talk to my father about.
However,
He left us. There's something I want to say to him, though. You're a bitch. That's what you wanted to say. No matter what it takes, I have to find him and tell him face to face. What is it?
so
I want to sever all ties with him. Okay, so make me understand this logic, y'all. She went out of her way to reveal her talent to the school, to give up some of her principles, just to make herself known to her dad, and just to say, I don't want anything to do with you. Bro, what? You could have just, left him alone then. Bro, what the hell? Ah, that's weird, Kyoko, what? Girls, man. The last time I saw him, I was still very young, so I don't remember myself, but apparently he was extremely intelligent. He was in line to become the next head of the Kirigiri family. He was talented, he had a promising future,
however,
but he had no interest in detective work, so he cut himself off from the family. Oh. Not long after that, my mother died, and he simply ran away. He went to my grandfather, and they had a huge argument, and young as I was, he left me behind. Damn. I'm sure there was a reason for that. I'm sure your dad wanted to take you with him.
right.
If that's true, then I need to thank him. Thank him for leaving me. Because unlike him, I take pride in the work I do. I take pride in my family name. Ooh, good for you, girl. You know what? Respect for that. So every last part of me is happy he didn't take me with him. If I'd gone with him, I never would have had that chance to become a detective. I was above Kyoko on the ladder, so I wasn't able to see her expression. So I couldn't tell. I couldn't see how she looked when she said that, what she might have been feeling. All I could tell was that compared to her usual self, she was more talkative and more emotional. I don't blame him, He had his own life to live. That's what anyone in my position might say, right? But it's not true.
However,
But there's one thing that I can never forgive. Really?
so
The way everyone else looked at me. I was never sad about being left behind. Like I said, I think it was a good thing.
however,
But when the rest of my family looked at me, they saw something different. They only saw me as the little girl that was abandoned by her father. Oh, you didn't like that, huh? Your pride couldn't take that, huh? Nah, but I kind of get it, though. Honestly, guys, when it comes to me personally, I don't mind if people don't like me. I prefer people liking me, but people not liking me, I can deal with that. But people looking down on me or feeling sorry for me, oh my god, I hate that shit, y'all. Damn. That's how they see me even to this day. Really, bro? You should have beaten their asses instead, then. His shadow has been following me my entire life. I'm sick of it. I need him out of my life. I need to step out of his shadow. Okay, then I guess it kind of makes more sense that you want to meet with him. Yeah,
Correct.
fair enough. You want to have that fun confrontation. Okay. That's why I have to find him and tell him we're no longer family. In order to settle the past. In order to remove him from my life forever. I have no doubt he forgot about me years ago. Nah, I'm not so sure about that though, girl. Come on. But your family, to just cut him out like that?
wrong.
Our only connection is through blood, nothing more. Yeah, you know what? Making a baby, that is not the hard part, y'all. Raising them, that's the, the real thing. Yeah. Are we connected by heart and soul? No.
Okay.
Is blood really enough to call someone family? In my opinion, no. But only connected by blood, not by heart or soul? I was so shocked to hear her say something like that. I didn't know how to respond. So instead, I said nothing. You know what? Fair enough. Y'all been yapping for a second now, so let's get to business. I just kept climbing the ladder in complete silence. Yeah, you know what? We got two missions now. Finding Kyoko's dad and killing the mastermind. Let's just hope the mastermind is not her father, though. That would be that Darth Vader situation all over again, bruh. And after I don't know how long, we finally reached the top. Good. Alright, I hope we can open that shit, though, or it's gonna be a long-ass climb down. Looks like this is it.
Indeed.
On the other side of this door, Hope's Peak is waiting for us. We're back. You know what? Could you just have gone down this way though, Kirigiri, instead of, falling down with that garbage shit? You could have gotten hurt, Damn.
That's right.
Remember that hatch on the ground at the trash room? I'm fairly certain that's where we'll come out. Then why the hell, like I said, didn't you just go through there, bro, girl? Damn it, you're making this so difficult for yourself, girl. What? You wanted that challenge, huh? I unlocked it earlier, so it should open without much trouble. Like, how the hell did you even get down through the usual garbage chat? Like, how the hell did you even get there, girl, huh? Bro. Well, here goes nothing. I reached my right hand up and pushed against the hatch. Okay. Yeah. The hatch opened with ease. And so... yeah, look at that. We're right here again. Okay, nice. Looks like we're back. But I can't believe how long that ladder was. I'm exhausted. Yeah, we're not done yet though, girl. I can't exactly say we're safe and sound, but at least we're out of here. Good. Now we're back in Hope's Peak Academy, and it's time to beat Monokuma's ass. Kyoko, thank you. I never would have gotten out of there without it. That is true though. She should get her thanks. I'll forgive you for everything, Kyoko. I love you, girl. No thanks necessary. I'll just return the favor. Yeah, true enough. Okay, let's go then. So, now what do we do? I'm glad I didn't die, of course, but if the mastermind finds out, I'm just not yet executed yet, aren't I? And I'm worried about you too. You helped me, so they might...
Listen.
You're worried? Yeah, of course.
So then...
Then let's just get a concrete answer. Huh?
In other words...
Let's ask Monokuma if there's a problem with you escaping. What, you wanted to get me killed again, don't you, girl, bro? Wait, that's... yeah, I don't want to die, girl, what? If we try to hide, it's only a matter of time till we're found out. It's not like we can run away. Yeah, you know what? This whole damn place is full of cameras, so I guess that makes sense. I'm not gonna hide in the corner the whole damn time, you know? As she said that, she pointed at the nearby surveillance camera. Oh, shit. The mastermind probably already knows, to be honest. So you're saying rather than stressing out over getting caught, we should just give up now? Don't worry. What you think is going to happen isn't. Okay, if you say so, I trust you. Because the mastermind is the one that's ensnared. The mastermind is ensnared? You said something like that before. What does that mean? The mastermind stood exposed during the investigation into Mukuro's death. Yeah, Monokuma tried to, interrupt us in the classroom whenever we tried to talk more about that. That's some bullshit. There was a moment where the mastermind let their guard down. There was?
Right.
If we can talk to Monokuma, we can confirm it. And it'll be better for us if we go to him directly before he tracks us down. That should help with our negotiations. Okay. I'm still a little super uneasy about this. What are you gonna do then, Makoto? Just kill her? We gotta face our obstacles, bro. We gotta face our fears. We gotta face that bitch Monokuma once and for all. Yeah. But we don't really have a choice, do we? No, we don't, sir. Monokuma should be in the gym. How do you know that? Let's get going. Alright, y'all, let's get to that gym then. Let's go. Yo, guys, it feels so good being back here, though. Oh my god, look at this, y'all, huh? Monokuma, bitch. Can you see me? Do you know I'm here, bitch? I'm coming for you, bitch. Yeah, his days are numbered. You're done, bro. You are done. Let's go! Okay, where are you, Monokuma?
Well now.
What? Kyoko, I don't mind so much.
I don't believe it!
Well, you're right on it, aren't you, Monokuma? But Makoto's supposed to be dead! What's he doing here? That's exactly how I thought he'd react. Are we really gonna be okay? You were supposed to be punished. Did Kyoko help you?
What?
So what if I did? What would you do? If the guilty party is exposed during the class trial, they alone will be executed. It's unfortunate, but that is the rule. But I ain't guilty though, bitch. You know that. So now I gotta punish you again. And this time, I won't leave anything to chance. Oh, shit. Kyoko, help me, girl, please.
Right.
Help me. Do whatever you feel. Wow. Wow. Just like that, huh? Bitch. Nah, she gotta have something else up her sleeve, Harry. She gotta. What?
However...
But before you do, let me just say one. Okay, so here it comes, y'all. Here it comes.
No.
If you execute Makoto, that means you lose. Not that that matters to you, right? Huh? I lose?
Hey!
You, explain yourself. What do you mean by that?
Because...
Well, you set up this latest class trial yourself, right? I was getting in your way, so you wanted an excuse to kill me.
In other words...
I was supposed to be chosen as the Blackin and then executed, right? Hey, what are you talking about?
However...
But when Makoto chose to overlook my lie, your plan came crashing down. The results of the trial weren't at all what you were expecting. Because you never imagined that in that position, one person would protect another like that.
Right.
Yeah. Monokuma is cynical. He wouldn't expect something like that. That's true. And in response to that unexpected development,
Indeed.
you reacted by proclaiming Makoto the Blackin and tried to execute him. You made the choice out of desperation. No, more than that. You must have realized that Makoto, who refused to be manipulated, was a threat to you as well. Hell yeah.
However-
What are you gonna say now, Monokuma bitch, huh? Yeah, you're cooked, bro. You're definitely cooked. Then there was another unexpected development waiting for you. An entity that would throw a wrench, so to speak, in your precious execution machinery. Hell yeah. Give that shout out to the goat alter ego, girl. Hell yeah. Alter ego. You never imagined the possibility of a being that could come to our aid even after you killed it.
Am I wrong?
Now, here's the absolute truth. Makoto didn't kill Mukuro. You did. Oh,
Listen to me.
what a bitch, y'all. He doesn't even say anything. He knows it's right. So executing Makoto for it would surely be a violation of your rules, which I know you love so much. If the blackened is exposed, they alone will be executed. That's what she told us, right? And that means I'll lose? Like I said, this all falls down on whether the mastermind gives a shit about this or not, y'all. You talking big game. You're saying the blackened is me and not Makoto? You want Monokuma to execute himself? Yo, that would have been funny as shit.
Well,
You can prove this, right?
Well,
No, I can't. Don't just say it like that. What is this? A comedy routine? You make such bold claims without a shred of evidence.
that doesn't matter.
I don't have any right now, but with a little more time, I guarantee I'll find some.
That's right.
Because no matter how deeply you try to bury it, there is only ever one absolute truth. I mean, that is true, I guess. And now you're trying to talk like some kind of famous detective type?
Because
If Makoto really was the killer, he never would have come to you willingly like this. He would have feared for his life, feared another execution. He would have tried to run and hide. He would have been gripped by the spirit you so love to inspire. Hell yeah.
However-
Speak that truth, Kyoko. Come on, girl. But here we are, confronting you with nothing but hope in our hearts.
what the heck?
And that's supposed to be enough to convince me in the absence of evidence?
indeed.
It's not you I'm trying to convince.
Hey,
If you were to execute Makoto now, everyone out there watching this would be extremely displeased. Oh, that's true. I actually kind of forgot about that. But yeah, you kind of fucked up your own reality show, bro. What? Nah, we didn't have that, bro.
indeed.
Imagine what everyone out there would think if you killed Makoto. They would assume that you killed him because what we said is exactly right. Yeah, now we said it in front of the cameras too, so they know now. They're witnesses. And honestly, I think that Kyoko and Makoto are fan favorites by this point, y'all. So they would not be pleased, no. No, sir.
Listen to me.
The spirit can never kill hope. Kill Bianca instead of something, bro.
Bruh.
Hey,
Of course, you can say we're just making this all up. You're welcome to prove us wrong. No, you have no choice but to prove it. Because if you kill Makoto without proving your own innocence, you will be accepting your own defeat. If you want to earn our despair fair and square,
That's what we have to
then I
do.
suggest you take my advice. So, what is this advice of yours?
it's true.
To do Mukuro's trial over again. Ooh, really? Okay, okay. Only this time, you follow the school regulations to ensure a fair trial.
It's time for
It's time.
one last showdown. One final battle between hope and despair.
And despair. Hell yeah, girl, let's go. Well, that will make for a proper climax, wouldn't you say? A fair trial, one last showdown. In other words, it's us against the mastermind. Hell yeah, we're gonna get that bitch executed, y'all. Hell yeah! This would be our chance to expose the true identity of Mukuro's killer, of the mastermind themselves. But what reason would the mastermind have to accept the challenge? They'll probably just execute me without another word. What are you gonna say, Monokuma, huh? What? That was a new laughter. Interesting.
Barrett!
Very interesting. Oh my god, stop with the puns though, bro. Or else I'm gonna execute you right now, bitch. Why the hell are you trying to go so unserious in a situation like this, bro? Oh, come on. Now, what you suggested might be possible. It would certainly make for one honey. Oh my
In
gosh.
other words,
Does that mean you accept?
You guys!
Whenever you hear that Monokuma song right here, you know shit is about to get dumb and silly as hell, bro. Shut up. Shut up. Shut up. Shut up.
I can barely
Shut up. Then we will still have a shot at this.
Barrett!
But this is the long-awaited climax, right? Just guessing the killer is barely a fitting end.
You guys!
So for this final face-off, you'll have to unearth all the mysteries that have been buried in. Oh, all the mysteries? That's right. Every last mystery that's pouring around the school. If you can do that,
I can barely contain
then that'll be enough to qualify as a victory for you. Oh my god, bro.
It's true.
That's what we've been trying to do all along. Okay, well, get it. Now let's bear it all. You know what? Why couldn't we just have done this in chapter 1, y'all? Just told this bitch to unlock all the shit and then have a final face-off with him. Come on. Why couldn't we have just done that? Everyone would have been alive, probably. Bro. But I guess it wouldn't be a funny game then. So, yeah, I know. We love death.
If you can claw your way to the truth of Mukuro's death and solve the mysteries of this school,
You guys!
then you win! But if you can't do all that...
We'll all face execution, right? Oh shit, so someone is gonna die anyway. Okay, you know what? That's fair, fine by me. Let's go, bitch.
I can barely contain my excitement. When you learn the whole truth, what kind of despair will you show me?
Oh, we'll see. So are you trying to say that even if we win, we lose? I'm not so sure about that, bitch, but we'll see. We'll see. We're as excited as you are, I'm sure.
Listen to me.
When we have uncovered every last truth, how will the ultimate despair reveal their own despair? We'll see about that, I guess. I honestly can't believe how this has all turned out.
Hey,
But before we get started, I want to clarify one more thing. Do you remember the rule? When one student kills another, that's when a class trial is held.
What's wrong?
I remember that for sure, so what?
hey,
I just wanted to confirm that is what you said, right? And it's a true statement?
You don't have to be so suspicious. I've said it before, but it bears repeating. Everything is based on the school regulations.
And having a trial for Mukuro is no exception to that. So does that mean that you are saying that Mukuro was killed by another student, huh? Oh my god, what the hell does that mean though? Ugh. Because what I do think that means is that if Monokuma is the real killer of Mukuro, then that means that Monokuma is a student himself. But who is he then? It's gotta be one of the 6 that's left, right? The only other opportunity I can see is that someone who has died is not really dead. That's the only other opportunity I can see. But how the hell is that possible? Everyone we've seen dying so far has been pretty much killed, obviously. Like, they got f***ing yeeted from life. Oh my god, I don't know, y'all. Huh? Which would have to mean that whoever killed Mukuro... Yeah.
It's a very polarizing approach, I know, but okay, enough puns. Anyway, here's a hint. I'm sure I told you this already, but this killing game began with 16 participants, all of them high school students. And the only people to take a single step in Hope Springs since the killing game began are those 16 students.
Oh, that's... Oh my god, this is exactly what I'm saying, y'all. Right now, that's only the 2 options I can see. Either one of the 6 remaining students are also controlling Monokuma, or 2, one of the people who have died are not really dead. That's the only options I can see right now, y'all. What?
listen.
Are you telling the truth? Why did you go quiet all of a sudden?
I'm done talking. I got nothing left to say, y'all. So get lost, would ya?
Why so mad? Why are you so mad? He seems emotionally unstable.
Leave me alone. Get out of here.
Okay, I'm going. You really don't let me go? Don't push it, Makoto. Don't push it, bro. Don't give him any ideas.
I don't even care anymore. You're all gonna get your punishment later anyway. I need to start getting ready. A super duper extra special punishment overflowing with despair.
Yeah, I mean, you're smarting down a lot of ass money if you can make a new execution like that on the spot. I mean, come on, bro. Yeah, get your saddest ass out of there, bitch.
Hey.
Come on, Makoto. Let's go. All right, let's go. Yeah, shut the hell up. You and your damn laughter, bro. Monokuma's unstable laughter seemed to cling to us as we walked away. And just like that, we were out of the gym. Yeah. Okay, Kyoko. What now? We gotta talk to the others about this, though. I could hardly believe it, but somehow I ended up not getting executed. Huh. Good for you, Makoto. You're the ultimate lucky student for a reason, boy. Yeah. I still had my life, and we still had a chance. Overall, things turned out way better than expected. Once again, I wasn't Kyoko's debt. Yeah, now I know who owes her a debt again. Damn it, bro. Now, you know what? She's been carrying us the whole damn game, so... Yeah. I know, girl. I know. Kyoko, thank you. Everything I have right now is because of you.
However,
Don't thank me just yet. The real battle is still ahead of us. Yeah, true. But still, I'm glad it worked out. Oh, that's good. I wasn't sure if the enemy would accept my proposal. But honestly, why would the mastermind agree to that? I mean, they don't stand to get anything from a final showdown, do they?
So,
I don't know. They had no choice but to accept. Huh?
because...
It's all because of that one moment that the mastermind let down their guard, like I said. Oh, really? What was that exactly? So when was it? Yeah.
So...
I wasn't there to hear it myself, but do you remember what the mastermind said? They said they had hijacked the airways to broadcast our school life to the outside world, right? Oh, okay, yeah, that's true. Yeah, you did say that to them. Yeah. And what did you think when you heard that? Pretty hard to believe, right? Well, I mean, the idea of actually taking over the airwaves seems so unbelievable.
Indeed.
Yeah, but I mean, this whole killing game in itself seems unbelievable too, I guess. You don't exactly read about something like that happening very often, so it's hard to imagine. In other words, that kind of thing is extremely difficult to pull off.
However,
And yet somehow, the mastermind was able to do it.
in other words...
But think of it another way. There must have been some reason they had to do something that difficult. A reason?
So...
They had to show the world something, no matter the cost. Us killing each other. They wanted to show the world. The mastermind has been very adamant about not killing us directly, but forcing us to kill each other. And all their rules and regulations were designed to encourage that. Yeah, that makes sense. If those stupid regulations didn't exist, nobody would have killed anybody. Yeah. That bitch. So the mastermind's ultimate goal was to make us kill each other and show that off to the world. To give them despair, I guess, huh?
Correct.
To prove a point, most likely. Prove a point?
Hey,
The outside world has a name for the students of Hope Speak, right? A certain concept. You're talking about, yeah, the hope of the world or whatever. And if the mastermind can show the hope of the world killing each other, then I guess there's no more hope left. Only despair. Yeah, I know.
that's right.
I know. Exactly. See, I'm way ahead of you again, game. The mastermind wants the world to see that. To try and prove that despair is better than hope. Who the hell would think that though, bro? That's their goal as the ultimate despair. What? You want to prove that despair is better than hope? Man, they're crazy, bro. But that's ridiculous. Yeah.
It's true.
You're right, it is ridiculous. Completely irrational. It's the kind of thing that nobody but those who call themselves the ultimate despair would devise. So despite the mastermind being smart, they're also kind of insane. Well, I guess genius and insane kind of goes hand in hand sometimes. Yeah, that group whose only purpose and motivations come from despair. But is that really their only reason for making the rest of us suffer?
Makoto.
I know how angry it must make you, and yet, that same motivation is what led to the mastermind revealing their weakness. What?
In other words...
Because their goal is to broadcast this killing game to the world. The mastermind has had to be more particular than is reasonable about their own regulations. Yeah, so they do have to follow their rules for that reason, I guess. Yeah, makes sense now. If the mastermind simply ignored their rules, this would have been a game, but a one-sided slaughter. Yeah. Yeah, because like, if this were supposed to be like a TV show or whatever, you need to have the students have some kind of hope to, you know, give them a chance to fight back. Because for one, that does make it seem like fair, and two, if they get beaten, that would just cause even more despair, yeah? See, big brain, I know how the mastermind works. Maybe I should have been the mastermind, huh? At least that's how those who are watching this would have seen it. And that's why the mastermind couldn't kill any of us themselves?
Indeed.
That is precisely the reason. No matter how much they may hate what I'm doing, I haven't violated a single one of their regulations. Yeah, I guess. Oh, poor Junko, bro. That's so fucked up. Junko broke the rules, so she was punished. But in my case, they couldn't lay a finger on me. Rest in peace, girl.
Right.
You didn't deserve that. So instead, they tried to use the class trial, following all the proper rules to get me killed. They began a trial that didn't have a right answer, then made me out to be the killer. But even that didn't work.
It's true.
Yes, thanks to you. And due to that failure, the mastermind took yet another risk. They attempted to kill you instead, who also was not the killer. And when that fact was exposed on live TV to the entire outside world, the mastermind had to accept your suggestion.
Indeed.
To prove to the world that despair is better than hope, they have to defeat us in perfect form.
In other words...
It would only do the mastermind harm to have it shown that they'd violated their own regulations. But all of that was just a hunch, right? You were still able to get the mastermind to accept your challenge.
However...
Well, it's only thanks to you that we got that chance. Because you believed in me. Another path opened up. Still, I can't believe how much of the mastermind's thoughts and plans you were able to figure out. I didn't have the slightest clue.
Wrong.
In the end, though, I couldn't prove any of it. It was just my reasoning. Essentially, I was making a bet. But you are smart though, so usually you are always right anyway. But it looks like I got it right. This time at least, I won the bet. She let out a quick sigh. I took it as a small sign of relief. To be honest, I haven't been that nervous in a long time. But you never looked nervous though, girl. You're a damn good poker face. Maybe you should be in the ultimate gambler instead of Celeste or whatever. I totally couldn't tell you were nervous at all. You seemed totally confident from the moment we decided to go talk to him. Well, presenting a strong demander is a fundamental part of the negotiation and persuasion, would you say? Once again, I guess you're right. Plus, if I'd shown my uneasiness, that would have just made you that much more uneasy. Yeah, that is true. I would have been affected like hell. Like, Makoto's kind of like a bitch that way, huh? Yeah, you're probably right. How pathetic, yeah. But you're a nice guy though, Makoto, so it's alright. It's alright. Anyway, we can't relax just yet. All we've done is earn another chance to fight. We have to win this time. Oh yeah, I know. I wonder though if this game will have two separate endings depending on how we do. Like one bad ending where we lose and one good ending where we win maybe? I guess we'll see. If we can't defeat the mastermind, it'll cost us our lives. There's no option except to win.
Hey,
But before we begin the final battle, we have to tell the others what's going on. I know. True, but now we know who our real enemy is. All we have to do now is work together with everyone to destroy the mastermind. Work together with everyone.
however,
Is that really possible? What's the option? We can't like Hero and Toko especially, they're useless. So, you know, let them chill in their rooms. But I think we need the others, girl. I think we do. Anyway, right now we have to go find the others. Okay, then let's do that. They're probably in the dorms somewhere. Shall we go? Yes, we shall go there. We shall go there only in the next episode. Alright, so now guys, now we're finally in the end game. And I'm really looking forward to it. We're gonna kill you, Makoto bitch. Now, but seriously, y'all. This episode, there's been a whole lot of yapping, more than usual, but I feel like we really learned a lot of important things. Especially about Kyoko's past, I feel like I know more about her, and that just makes me appreciate her all the more, you know? I really hope Kyoko and Makoto at least will survive this. I do have a good feeling about this, but I did not be sure because I am the kind of guy who always changes it whenever I try to say something, you know? I need to have hope, right? Yeah. So you know what? Let's stay hopeful, and I'ma see you in the next episode, alright? Yeah. So thank you so much. Thank you so much for watching. Hope you liked it. Make sure to like and subscribe if you liked it. And I'ma see you next time, alright? Yeah.